I'm very excited about watching Alvarado versus Rios because both guys have the same qualities. They have the same style in that they're aggressive boxer punchers, but they also have the same mentalities, and that's never back down.
Brandon Rios is what I would call a lumberjack. He just keeps chopping that wood. He's not what I'd call a devastating one-punch knockout artist. He's a guy that just keeps chopping away at that tree. He swings the axe over and over again, and eventually he chops you down.
Alvarado is the man who's used to being hit and used to punching world-class junior welterweights. Rios hasn't. Rios has been a lightweight.
You know, some fights you can talk about the technique. Forget about all that with this fight. Rios is balls-to-the-wall fighter, and Mike Alvarado was a balls-to-the-wall fighter too, which is why it's a great fight.
Records and rankings do not make a good fight. What makes a good fight is matchups that fit together, that are compatible, and fighters who have a certain temperament and mentality within the ring. These two guys, I think, fit together like peanut butter and jelly.
Their natures is to swing, is to never give an inch, to always want to go forward, to want to just take the other guy's head off, and they enjoy it.
I think what we're going to have is a fantastic fight. I think it's the type of fight that you anticipate going into, and I think more than that, there's a very good chance that it's the type of fight that we talk about for years to come.
Through my life, you know, it was a bad tribulation that I was going through. I just did my time, man. I mean, I ain't nobody perfect, you know. I just did what I had to do, and it changed my life. I mean, that was a turning point in my life. Things were headed down a wrong path, and I learned from my mistakes, and I'm moving on with my life, and I'm just trying to be a better role model and a great person, and just live my life, and just, you know, I'm a father. I have 3 girls, and, you know, living my life right and teaching them and raising them, and just being a man to them kids is just what I want to be, so I'm ready for it.
My last 2 fights, I was just training just to cut the weight. I wasn't really studying my opponents, who they were and how they fight. This fight is different because I'm actually studying for the opponent and to win the fight and not for the weight no more. That's the big plus from this fight. For John Murray, I went a week without eating, drinking, nothing. Oh man, I looked dead. That was horrible. It's just something that I wish nobody can experience that, what I did.
Brandon Rios.
I feel good right now. I'm like in great spirit right now. Oh man, it's unbelievable. I'm hungry again. I got that desire in my eye to win and be the best.
KO slugger, somebody's has got to go. 10 rounds of boxing. This is for the vacant WBO Latino Championship. 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, official weight 140 pounds. As a professional, 30 victories, including 21 knockouts, with only 1 draw on his record, from Oxnard, California, the former WBA lightweight champion of the world, the undefeated Brandon Bam Bam Rios. And fighting out of the blue corner, wearing turquoise with silver and black, officially weighing 139.8 pounds. A perfect professional record, 33 fights, 33 victories, including 23 knockouts. From Thornton, Colorado, the undefeated Mike Mile High Alvarado.
Seeing 2 guys more happy and anxious before the bell rang.
Round number 1 underway. Alvarado. Alvarado has never been down as an amateur or a professional. Rios down against Joel Ortega in 2006. The left hook in round 1. Well, Alvarado told us that he's going to try to use his angles. He's going to use his jab. He's going to box. Of course, he'll brawl too. Rios took that as a sign of weakness from Alvarado, that he doesn't have the temperament to stay in my kitchen. True or not true?
Well, I don't think it's true. I think that Alvarado believes that he may be one of the better boxers that is in this fight. The reason he says that, though, is because, you know, Brandon Rios doesn't care to box at all. He strictly wants to trade.
Arturo Gatti tried to box Mickey Ward early and had some success. And eventually Ward got through and all bets were off. And it looks as though, so far, Alvarado is trying to play Gatti.
Both fighters shoot right hands.
And Rios just landed a pretty good right hand. So all bets may be off here too now.
Now Rios steps in with a left hand to the chin of Alvarado. Oh, and another left hand right on the button.
See blood or redness around Alvarado's eye now.
Watch those heads. Watch your heads, Daniel.
Good combination from Alvarado. Some of that blocked by Rios. Good right hand to the body by Alvarado.
Alvarado can't keep getting hit by that same left hook from Brandon Rios.
These guys play for keeps. I mean, the punches they're throwing have knockout written all over them.
But he says, I'm bored. I can't, because I get tired just trying to box. I might as well brawl. That energizes me.
You see, every time he tries to box, he ends up with a cut.
Right hand slipped in from Rios. There's a right hand from Alvarado.
They've both landed some heavy leather this round so far.
That exchange missed by Alvarado. Rios tries to come back. Taps him with a jab.
One thing I like that Rios is doing, though, is he's attacking with his head a little lower than Alvarado is.
Bombs away. Rios and Alvarado. 73 power shots. Round number 2 underway.
Sounded like Robert Garcia doesn't want Rios loading up on every shot.
Good luck telling him that. Alvarado trying to use his jab. He threw 54 in the first round, landed 7. According to CompuBox.
See both fighters trying to follow instructions. Alvarado trying to work from a distance with the jab. Rios trying to take something off those uppercuts on the inside and land more of them.
Each landed uppercuts there.
But then this happens.
And this is what's gonna happen.
Chopping right hand from Alvarado. Rios dips away from the left. Good uppercut from Rios.
Alvarado, a very big junior
Right
welterweight.
hand on the button.
Landing a couple of very big junior welterweight right hands. Rios may be finding so far that those shots don't have the same effect on a big guy as they did on a lightweight.
They definitely don't.
Oh, what an uppercut by Alvarado. Winds up with a right.
And Rios just eats it and keeps coming forward.
Still a minute to go in the second. Good body shot by Rios, then doubles the left up to the head. Lancing left from Rios. Again, Alvarado tries to work that jab just to control some distance, but now he's right back into Rios' wheelhouse.
And they say that Rios doesn't have good defense, but I do realize that Rios is moving his head very good left and right when he's on the inside to avoid some of those big punches.
From the outside, Alvarado had some success pot-shotting him, Roy.
Yeah, he does, but because he's a longer-armed fighter.
Rios just landed a good left hand. Alvarado comes right back. Rock'em sock'em robots, here we go.
Over the top, followed by a jab and another right hook over the top and right hand.
No, Alvarado, again, over 100 punches thrown, 26 of 113. And although Rios landed some big shots near the end of the round, Alvarado probably landed more big shots over the balance of the round. Combination from Alvarado, snaps back the head of Rios.
Considering Rios's amateur experience, Alvarado having surprising almost effectiveness boxing him, I feel, Roy.
Well, he having surprising effectiveness because he's using his jab to box. He also has the longer arms. So when Rios is on the end of his punches, of course he's going to have the advantage.
According to CompuBox, Alvarado has thrown 127 jabs through this point of the fight. So he's trying to use some of that boxing.
Rios prefers to be right there, head in chest, and doing battle from the short range.
Where Alvarado also isn't too bad.
Fans have been buzzing about since it was made. Look at them in the locker room of Donito Donaire. They're checking it out too. Good left hand by Rios.
A good answer by Alvarado.
Roy, is there something stylistically each guy can do to sort of swing the bout a little bit more their way?
At this point, not really.
Or is it just, it is what it is?
It is what it is. This is what you would call an old school dog fight. Fight your fight, tuck your chin, get your hands up, and keep them moving.
Good left hand by Rios inside. Chops the right hand, does Brandon Rios. Left hand again by Rios. Alvarado flicks out the jab. They both rail away with right hands.
Not just the number of shots here. This is brutal. They're both throwing big knockout shots. Not power shots in name, but in force.
Chant of Rios for Brandon Rios. Right hand by Rios again. Short right by Alvarado. Left hand by Rios. Punctuates the end of the round.
I need both hands. I need your hands up, Mike. I need your hands up. You hear what I'm saying? Hands up, okay? Step around. Where's my feints and where's my arm shots and where's my body shots? That's what I need, okay? You're letting him steal the rounds at the end, okay? You're not getting it.
Where is it? A little more head movement. Don't lose your control in your fucking combinations. I want you to set up your combinations. Don't throw wild punches. Those uppercuts are fucking landing. Keep landing those over and over and over and over. All right? It's just a 10 rounder.
What? Right into him. Okay, then stand right there in front of him. Okay? Adjust. Make the adjustment. Hard shot.
All right, now he's in.
Make the adjustment.
29-28, Mike Alvarado. And I'll tell you why. The first round, I thought Brandon Rios did real well. He landed more hard shots, more power punches. But, you know, in rounds 2 and 3, Mike Alvarado does the standard stuff. The stuff fighters do. He jabs, double jabs, triple jabs. Then he throws the right hand. Then he throws power punches. On the other hand, Brandon Rios is just throwing power punches. So the fact that Alvarado's doing what you just saw there, jabbing and setting up the shots, I thought he won rounds 2 and 3. 2-1, Alvarado.
I'll tell you what, Alvarado has been busier. He's thrown over 100 punches in each of the first 3 rounds, 117 in the last round, and he's averaging about 52 jabs thrown per round.
Well, he listened to his corner this round, and he did come out and bang to Rios' body a little bit early.
Alvarado's corner also wants him throwing shots at Rios' arms, presumably to wear Rios out for the later rounds. You hit a guy in the biceps enough, it can affect him late in the fight.
Left hand by Rios got in. He stepped in with a right hand power shot. Alvarado tries to turn Rios.
Left hook sent blood flying from Alvarado's mouth.
Good right hand by Alvarado. Set up by his jab.
On the outside, Alvarado's jab is definitely a problem for Rios.
And setting up the right hand very nicely for Alvarado.
Yeah, even though he's only landing on average 6 of 52 in the rounds, it is setting up his power shots, right, Roy?
Yeah, it's setting up his other shots, giving him an opportunity to have options. He can attack up or he can attack
to the body, Roy.
It's ridiculous. And the one to the head ain't bad.
Left hand as Rios went straight back, ate an uppercut. Chews on a right hand from Alvarado.
Alvarado flying Rios' head a bit there.
He's found an opening behind Rios' left hand with that overhand right.
Alvarado just missed a right cross. Pumps out the jab. Short left from Alvarado. Does it get any better than that after 4?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. He's already tired. He's starting to take deep breaths and everything. And that's the round I wanted right there.
You're doing great, man, when you can hit and move to the right.
Deep breath. That was your
deep breath.
right. Deep breaths.
Move to the right.
You're starting to take over.
You understand? When you take him off balance, he's all yours.
He's tired.
And they become punch. You understand? Keep your guard up, man. You're getting busted up.
Coming up, right?
There's one on the outside, bro.
Let's throw a little bit more, my Brandon. I need you to stay more busy.
Brandon,
okay?
I gotta see.
Don't try to get wild. Don't try to do anything different. When he's on the side, throw that three hooks, 2 or 3 hooks, step to your right, and throw those hooks, bam, 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 over and over. Let's get it, Brandon.
Here you see Alvarado come with a big left hook to the head of Brandon Rios, and very surprisingly, Rios takes it without even having a knee to buckle. Big.
That right hand behind the hook, as you
now has been the best and most effective punch for him during the fight.
As we begin round number 5, Carson, California, the Home Depot Center. Bob Papa, Roy Jones, Max Kellerman, Harold Letterman, ringside HBO's Boxing After Dark. Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado underway, round number 5. Still to come, our main event, Donaire against Nishioka.
There it is again. It's the second time he landed it hard this round, Alvarado.
And it's happening all because of that good jab that Alvarado is throwing.
It may come down to who lands first in one of these exchanges. Alvarado with that right hand or Rios with the hook.
Short right inside by Alvarado score. Rios comes back with a hook to the body. Alvarado hooks back to the body with him.
And Alvarado is really starting to tee off with that right hand.
And he looks like the bigger fighter in there.
Well, of course he's the bigger fighter. He's always campaigned at 140. Brandon is just moving up. But you got to give Brandon a whole lot of credit for taking on such a tough competitor at his first time at 140.
And as you mentioned, he has yet to buckle. But I think from the conversation we're having, Alvarado is getting the better of this fight so far.
Well, his size is starting to prevail. You know, he's naturally the bigger fighter, so right now he's starting to have his way a little more. His corner gave him some confidence in that last round. They said now you're starting to make him breathe hard. And it's because he's probably not used to facing somebody quite this big for a long time.
There's a right hand from Alvarado. Well, the other thing is what Alvarado told us part of his game plan is to mix in some boxing, and he's been diligent with his jab to set things up.
Yeah, he has. His jab has been the real key for him so far.
At 135 pounds, when a guy would fight back hard against Rios, Rios knew that left hook could catch him eventually. Here he is catching Alvarado with a left hook hard at times, and Alvarado, too, is not buckling. Wow.
The head of Rios snapping back and forth from the punches of Alvarado. Rios in a bit of trouble. Alvarado letting power punches go. Now it's time for Rios to go to work. Mano a mano.
goodness.
Rios digging in. Alvarado with a right cross. Wow.
To go to the right.
Take the deep breath. Take the deep breath.
You punch and you punch and
Okay? I don't want you to give runs away, me, Brandon, okay? He's starting to land the hard punches. I want you to move your head a little more. Okay. Keep your hands up higher, okay? All right? Keep your hands up higher.
Round 6. Don't load up, daughter. Got you right here. Round 6.
he's out, bro.
Good, Mike?
He's tired.
Make openings. Let me see those fucking legs. Let me see those legs. Let me see those legs. All right?
We're gonna have to all be hard, Brandon. Let's go. Don't get this rounds away, all right? We're halfway through already.
Round number 6 begins for Mike Alvarado and Brandon Rios. Alvarado threw 147 punches in the last round. To put that in perspective, the junior welterweight average is about 60 punches thrown per round.
And they don't throw them like these guys.
And Alvarado creates some space and use that jab again. There it is. Pumps out 3 of them.
I tell you, I like what Alvarado does when he throws 2 or 3 small punches and ends up with the 3rd or 4th punch, a big KO punch.
Good left inside by Alvarado. Thumps a right hand on the chin of Rios.
Hands go. Let him go.
They're both varying the strength of their blows here, Roy, maybe as much from fatigue as from strategy.
Most of it is from fatigue. Both of these guys are getting very weary. They've had a heck of a pace up until this point of the fight.
Here they go again.
Chopping left from Rios. Alvarado answers back. Couple short lefts from Rios. Right hand from Alvarado score. Rios blocks some of it. Good left-right combination. Right hand by Rios.
Big right hand by Rios. I think for the first time someone's hurt.
Another right hand from Rios.
Same exact punch.
Left hand from Alvarado. Final seconds of the 6th.
He's just walking around it, clubbing around it. He's got no legs.
He's just mauling, dude. He's pushing on you and laying.
Give it all you got. And step around when you're done with your combos. Just like we've been working.
Go deep, motherfucker. Saca esos pinches huevos, okay? Let's go, Brandon. Breathe. Let's go, fucker. Right now, we got 4 fucking rounds to go. You hear me? Let's go, Brandon. You fucking heard him. You seen it, right? Yeah. Okay, then. Keep working like that. Stay on the inside. Keep throwing your uppercuts. Uppercuts body, uppercuts hooks, uppercuts. Nothing on the outside, because he's catching you with a right hook. That's
this overhand right over the top of Alvarado's jab by Rios would have veto stamped any 135-pounder on the planet, I believe.
56, Mike Alvarado. You know, but there's a couple of things he does that I love. Number one, the work rate is unbelievable. I mean, he just keeps punching. The jabs, 3 jabs, and then a right hand. But look at the way he stands. He stands like a southpaw. He gives you half the body to swing at. In other words, he's got that left foot out in front, and he's turned halfway away from Brandon Rios. And you know, it's a good defensive move. A southpaw does that. Gives you half the body to swing at. 4-2, Alvarado.
You know what I like that Alvarado does? He fights like hell, just like Rios.
And he mixes in boxing.
He fights behind his jab, and he's keeping his feet set the whole time.
And that's been the difference in the fight so far.
Yes, it has. Plus the fact that he's the bigger fighter.
Well, while you're enjoying this fight, still to come in our main event, Nonito Donaire puts his 122-pound belts on the line against Toshiaki Nishioka. Nonito going through his preparations as he's ready to step to the ring in our main event.
These guys taking what amounts to a breather for them in this fight so far.
Oh, good overhand.
Right hand over the top. It was a lazy jab from Alvarado, and Rios shoots that right. Alvarado eats the left and right. Another right hand. Rocks Alvarado. Right hand again. And referee Pat Russell steps in and stops it. Just stay right there.
¿Dónde está ahora? No español, English. Oh, English. Oh. I'm sorry.
Times in the round before, right on the button. That is the shot that ultimately caused the destruction and demise of Mike Alvarado.
All right, we'll look at it again in real time.
And Brandon is just keeping the pressure on. He knows he has his guy hurt. He's throwing combinations behind combinations, steadily trying to land that big right hand again. There it was. The referee at this point had about seen enough, and he jumps in and calls it a halt.
And Alvarado.
If you love boxing, you had to love what just took place in this ring here tonight. After 6.5 rounds of perhaps the greatest fighting you will ever see, it finally comes to an end. 157, round 7, the winner by TKO victory, still undefeated, from Oxnard, California, Brandon